What you staring at, lady? Ain't you ever seen a woman before? Not a free woman.
Outside, did you leave your dignity at home?
Dignity at home.
Got them curves not straight enough. Can't fight bitches and get them clothes unleashed. Yeah, we need no snitches, because you snitch,
You die.
girl, you're not a woman yet.
Why? Why?
'Cause it's 9th grade, where your beer is at. Lady, my mind already.
Why aren't you holding my hand when I'm puking my reality?
You say
We're
united by tampons. Don't give a damn, trampling me on. Oh, love, it's not the shape of my titties, it's just your ass being petty.
to touch too much. Does that make me a slut? A moment of restraint. Why can't you be more fun? Only want to see skin if your waist fits in. I've been rolling in your ear from your castle of fears. We may bleed alike, but I'm not on your side. We may bleed alike, but I'm not on your side. Lady, remind already. Why aren't you holding my hand when I'm puking my reality?
You say we're united by tampons. Don't give a damn, trampling me on. Oh, love, it's not the curve of my booty, it's just your ass being petty.
I love my body. In love with the way it twists and turns every day. I take a look in the mirror and remember what this little girl had to go through. From the pimples to a bruise, but then I grew and I knew only if I love myself too would I see the real me. Phew! The curves and the curls, the type of girl I've become to the world. It never hurt to show myself some love. Self-confident and sexy are the words that keep me above. Don't never feel like you're not enough, 'cause nobody's a picture perfect girl.
Bound by ways to tear each other down, I hope you find the strength to look me in the eyes when you break my crown and feel my pain. Here I ask, while you stab my back, is it worth the price we pay? Why am I being attacked by someone who knows my pain?
Tell me, where's your sister solidarity? 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 Tell tell me, where's your sister solidarity? 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 Tell me.
So, welcome back to Made in India.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Damini and Brecilla. Yay!
Yay.
It's so good to have like Queendom back in the studio.
It's so good to be back.
Right. And with new music.
Yeah.
So I think the last time we caught up was Lady Special. It released in 2021. It's episode 238.
Ooh,
Can you
go
believe
Mae.
it? I know. So I'm so excited because you guys are actually back here again because you won the Red Bull Off the Roof Band Hunt.
Yeah.
Congratulations. By the way, I was a judge
We know, yeah.
and 100% voted for you to win this. You guys got my highest score. And I'm like, if anyone is going to do Red Bull Off the Roof, it's 100% Queendom. So I'm
Thank you,
so
Mae.
happy that you guys won.
Thank you.
Same,
Thank
How are you
you.
guys feeling about it?
I would like to say that I knew this was going to happen.
Nailed
Because, yes, sort of just manifesting it, I guess. Because we did send in our entry and then we emailed saying, oh, it's not, entry is not going through. And we still were able to submit our entry.
Yeah, Panic sent it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we were at I think one gig, and suddenly after sound check, I get a call and it's like Sanyukta is like, "Hi, you want Red Bull?"
Yeah. It was kind of one of those things where we just did it and then forgot about it. But it was so lovely to hear back, especially on that day because we weren't having the best day and really made our day.
I have to also mention one thing. Last I remember Queendom, there was one more vocalist. Her name is Ananya.
Yes.
I am assuming that she still lives.
She exists. Yes. With a lot of love from us. as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard she's in, is it she's in Valencia?
Yes.
Yes.
She
Why?
is killing it there. She's studying. She went to study at Berkeley. She's learning sound.
Yeah.
And picking up a whole new bunch of skills. So we are super, super proud of her.
Yes.
But that meant that we kind of had to hit pause on things with her for just a little bit. She's still going to be on the songs that she wrote with us.
Yeah.
In like when it releases and stuff. But we had to go our own ways a little bit.
In fact, today when we were dressing up, we had this moment where like,
We really
really miss Ananya.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
yeah.
But now you're also collaborating with other artists. You, at least for the Made in India session, you're singing with Meera Desai,
Yes.
who is incredible.
She is.
And you're also with Pratika, who is rapping on one of yours, on Pussy Talk, actually, which you guys had played.
Yes.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I think that's what we're being open to a little bit now. We're not really looking to confirm on a third member per se, even though Queendom's always 3. Like that's
Yes.
our identity.
Yes.
But just looking around, collaborating with as many people, especially women, as we can. And it's been such
Right.
a lovely experience. Yeah.
Yeah. It has actually opened up, I think, space for us to go seek out more women.
Absolutely.
And the fun part is every time we play a set, it feels new because there's a third addition to it.
The third element is also, I guess, putting you on your toes, too, because you're also having
It
to, like,
is.
rework a lot, rewire yourself a little bit.
Yeah. But I think it's worth it.
Yeah. We had to definitely organize the back end part of things, like all the parts in proper folders and making sure.
Get our shit together. It's been long enough.
Yes.
I get it. So one of the things is that I, again, always excited because I love what you guys do and I love your music. And you guys formed, from what I remember, 2019 and still no music out. Why? What is happening, guys?
Pandemic really threw us off. I would like to say that. Damini moved to Goa and we lived together for a while in the pandemic. That was lovely.
Yeah.
And then
That was probably the only nice
Yes,
thing
that was
that
probably the
happened
only
in the
nice
course
thing.
of that year.
And then I moved out, you moved out, and we were just really trying to figure out our finances.
Yeah, just finding our bearings, getting on our feet. because I think both of us were done living at home as well, and we lost our jobs, so we had
I'm
to
so sorry.
improvise, find stuff to do in the meantime, just to stay afloat at least.
Yeah.
So I think most of our focus was on our very basic physiological needs.
Yes.
And that really puts a sort of a dampener on your creativity when you're in that state of mind, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's what happened, but not to worry.
Yeah.
It's coming out this January.
I mean, you guys are going to be playing some new stuff also on the show, so I'm really excited about that.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, the name Queendom came from the Aurora song, the Norwegian singer, right?
Yes.
She has a song called Queendom.
Yes.
What's the story around that then?
No, at that point of time when we were, just playing arrangements together, I think I was listening to a lot of Aurora, and it's like, okay, this song, just the name in itself is so powerful, right? Queendom actually feels like, I don't know, more than just the name. It feels like an identity. It also feels like a community just in that one word. And so we had actually put out a voting poll
Yeah.
of sorts. It was like Electric Ladyland. And
That's also the name of the song.
Yeah. That's also super cool.
yes.
Yeah, but essentially we're shit at choosing names. I don't know any band that had a good time choosing their name and sticking with it. Like, it's always been difficult.
Yeah.
But I think Queendom really stuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
So and this is also kind of sticking to I guess the association with Queen was that I read somewhere that you're really trying to make the word queen quite accessible and realistic to everyday brown women.
Yes.
And I love that idea because I think the word queen also has some weight to it, has an expectation of like maybe perfection or trying to be a certain way when it actually is women. We are so wonderfully sort of weird and wonderful and
Multifaceted.
like and I will also say that we are as beautiful in our like kaftan and chaddi shorts
That's the
as we are
idea.
any other time of day.
Yes.
So how do you feel like you're trying to achieve that with Queendom?
So I think the first thing is like we're trying to be as authentic as we can on social media and stuff also, because I don't think it comes very naturally to either Brecilla or me.
Yeah.
To Ananya, it did. It really did. She's so good at her social media game.
Yeah.
But the only time we'll go all out is when we play. Like when we're on
100%.
stage, we
Yeah.
want to go all out with our outfits and our makeup and stuff. But
Yeah. For me, I've also mentioned, we have these discussions. I'm like, Queendom is a place where I get to go all out, dress up the way I want, and really, not hold back in being dramatic, in being not dramatic if I feel like. And just in that way, it's a safe space. I hope that comes through to people, and, if they are able to maybe find the queens in them by sometimes just being the way they want to be. They want to dress up, do that. They don't want to dress up, they just want to like chaddi banyan.
Yeah,
Go for
chaddi shorts, the torn hole and all that in it. But like, why not? We're looking cute. So guys, what's the next song that you're going to play for me today?
This one's called Colony. It was just me and Damini just sitting in her room, and we wanted to write about just the mundane things in life and just adulting and just existing and literally and just all these expectations that we were feeling in that particular moment. And Colony is about that. It's just about talking about it out loud.
yeah, it's very simply a rant, I think.
Yes.
Like, it's just...
I love that.
Yeah.
Why is it called Colony though?
We're thinking of like an ant colony where it's just, everything is so
System set in place,
systematic.
rigid.
And we don't really feel like, we're adhering to it, and we're trying to like sort of do our own thing.
Yeah.
And we just want to do our own thing. So
Got it.
Just
I was
ranting
thinking
about it.
like colonization. Like
Next song then.
Nay, I'm glad I'm contributing to the discography. Can I ask you, so when you're saying that it's a rant, like what are the kind of things that you were feeling like in terms of like...
I will quickly pull the lyrics out because we
Yeah,
very
yeah, go.
recently wrote it, and
No, please
the
go for
memory is
it.
failing me.
I do love a good rant.
It's a rant on like rich people a little bit. It's a diss. Yeah, a little bit of a diss. Not just rich people. I mean, hypocritical situations where like you're going on a walk and you're counting your steps so carefully. How many steps have I done for the day? But your carbon footprint is like off the charts. Then we rant about how it's such a task in the morning to get ready. To go out anywhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I have so many moments like this where sometimes I'm just like top of the pile.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I recently like decided to go and explore the bottom of the pile. And I found a top I hadn't worn.
variety.
I know. It's
Yes.
the spice of life. I'm not even kidding. I found something and I was so excited it fit me. Because that is like the next thing. You're like, will it even fit me?
Exactly.
Or is this... Okay, so next song is Colony.
Looking out at the world, I see a colony. Everyone's got a role, a job to foresee.
You count your steps, not your carbon footprint. Be flexing about your car at every party. I don't wanna hear it, not today. Raiding closets, sweaty armpits, insecurities, battling urges. Am I packaging a part of me?
How'd I go from being a kid to fighting a biological clock? Pushing 30 peacefully, unmarried, so leave me be.
Scrambling, trying to see how everyone's making do with it. All thought I had it figured out. Stacking days of laundry, stuck in quite a quandary. Did I even wash it all? Scrambling, trying to see how everyone's making do with it. All thought I had it figured out. Standing days of laundry, stuck in quite a laundry. Thoughts are getting kinda loud.
But that don't, but that don't, that don't, that don't, that don't, that don't, that don't, that don't.
So, I want to kind of dig in a little bit into Queendom and how you sort of structure the band, because one of the things you pointed out is the 3 vocal harmonies.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so interesting because the way you put it, you said that you want to have a 3-part harmony because that's a chord.
Yeah.
And I said, wait a minute, that's amazing. So like if you have like whatever, a C major chord and it's C, E, G,
Yes.
is
It gets
that
split
it?
up. Yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So what is it about the trio that, you know, both of you kind of went, okay, this is what works and we want to always have 3?
I feel that's how it makes our sound feel complete.
Yes.
Because we started as a trio, and it's always that one person's, I guess the third person's harmony that's deciding the mood of the song, because they're like a guide note.
Yeah.
So that's why we were very certain that trio at the least, if not 4 voices.
Yeah.
We don't know.
But if I had to like explain it, maybe like there's one person who's generally setting the tone, the bass. There's somebody whose voice is doing the main melody, and then there is somebody who is like free, fly.
The highs,
The
right?
last voice. Yeah. Yeah. Not always the highest voice,
Yeah.
but changing. That's also something we like to do, like
Yeah.
not have a lead vocal. So keep switching.
Yeah.
It's super confusing to people about who's singing what.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's part of the illusion.
I love it. I think another thing that the two of you that I find really interesting is that both of you also teach, right? You know, sort of formally learned music. You also teach as well. But I think somewhere I read that it was that music theory is what you fall back on when you get lost. What do you kind of mean by that? And can you give me an example?
Sure. Yeah. I think we are very used to composing by ear, writing, arranging with just our ears, even without an instrument sometimes. And the way we learned to harmonize was also like that. We didn't learn it theoretically. She was in a lot of a cappella groups choir. I was in a cappella groups choir. So it just came kind of naturally in that sense. And theory is not my strong suit. So for me, generally, it's always about the ears. We try out a lot of options just to see what we like best, what's hitting with the lyrics, what's making the meaning of the lyrics really come out, depending on our note choices.
And also it helps that if we like a sound, if we like a texture and we just like it, and it may not necessarily fit into like diatonically into the
but we just change the chord.
Yes. So then we try to change the chord. We see if it doesn't fit into that key, it's okay because we like the sound.
Yeah.
So we are then able to modify the chords in it based on what we like hearing amongst the three of us. So that's, I guess, what we mean when we say that we fall to our ears first.
Yeah.
And then if we are working on something like, we are not able to...
We're really not feeling the options that came. Then we'll sit with a piano or an instrument and try to figure it out theoretically.
Yeah.
I think another thing that, again, surprised me, but I guess is not surprising, is that you call the stage your safe space, when for most it could be terrifying and intimidating.
Yeah.
Why and how?
I think it was this one moment when I was playing live where I realized, I was not thinking about anything. I was just thinking about the song. Because I was doing a lot of things. I was dancing. I was studying to be a CA. I was doing like so many just wild things. And so there's always a lot of thoughts going on in my head. And, it's sometimes very loud. I'm also super sensitive to very loud noise. And so I remember this stage where I was just singing something and I felt, wow, I just did that. And I was only focused completely on singing and just feeling myself, just vibing. And that's when I realized, this is what I want to do out of all the other things I'm, trying out forever.
Yeah.
So that's why, I guess for me personally, it's a safe space because I can be whatever I want to be. If I want to raise my hand, shake it. If I want to just like dance the way I want to, I can do that. And now I think people are just like, okay, that must be the act.
That must be how she is on an everyday basis.
So I was like, yes. So
randomly doing Bharatanatyam in the middle of the street.
Not far off.
Not,
Not far off, yeah.
I think that's really nice because, and again, I think definitely you, Brecilla, I think you've been performing since you were really young, right? And well, both of you also, Damini, were you also
I
performing?
started playing at, like 16, 17.
Yeah, so both of it, choirs, church. I know you. So is that where you feel like that sort of foundation for music?
Kind of, I think, yeah.
Which is why maybe you're not intimidated, I guess, by the stage.
Yeah, it was a little different from me. It was not different for me, sorry. It wasn't completely like, I had to find my belonging on stage a little bit. But I feel when it clicked for me and when I knew my material well enough, I had enough self-assurance to feel like the music is all I need to focus on when I'm on stage. That was a super liberating feeling. And because you're prepared and you trust yourself, you trust your muscles to do what they've been taught to for so long. So it felt very freeing and it still feels like that.
Yeah.
So again, going back to when I chatted with you guys in 2020, 2021, Damini, I remember you were the sassy balancing of chi and chill. I also wanted to check, Brecilla, you still Stressilla?
I think 2.0.
Somewhere it's there inside.
Of course. But
managed. Much more better managed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think living together may have changed that? Ooh.
I think it did change a fair few things. I think she saw like my lifestyle and her perspectives changed in some ways, and definitely like this woman inspires me like crazy. Like Brecilla will tell me something and when she's telling me, I'm like, I would never be able to do that. Then 3 months later, I'm like, wow, I'm here, I'm doing it. And it was because she suggested for me to do it.
It's so good though.
Yeah, I feel like I can really look up to her in that sense.
You know, female friendships and that kind of level of support we give each other and how much we champion each other, I don't think it's represented. I mean, I think it's getting represented now better and more often. But is there enough of it out there? No. I will 100% tell you that my friend and I will call each other while we're pooping. That will absolutely happen. That's perfectly normal.
Yes.
And then also that I will send voice notes of like how great my poop was or how I've got cramps or whatever it is, right? Like these are the things that you send each other.
She has some fascinating poop habits.
Yeah, So
So excited. You have no idea how much I love talking about poop.
So I don't know. I feel like it's a third person, my body, in a way where if it's comfortable and it knows it's in a safe place, then it'll decide to go poop.
Yeah.
So
it's very psychological.
Yes,
for her.
100%. So
course, yeah.
if I have pooped at your place, it means you made me feel safe.
Yeah. Oh my
It's an honor.
100%.
So
If I have like if the dump happened at your house, then you are my safe person.
yes.
I'm like, it's a huge compliment. Also, having people who are like, you know, when you want to use the loo and then they're like, you want to do what you got to do, you can spend as long as you want in there. It's one of those things because sometimes for me, it takes me a little time.
She has certain
Also
voices that can
voices.
induce her poop.
as well. So
So if she's just
We're not
having
talking
a
about farts.
constipated day, she'll like give one of us a call while
Yeah.
she's on the pod.
yeah. I'm calling Damini and I know in another minute I would want to go. And
Are you
I'll call
serious?
Pranav and I'll know that, okay, the voice has induced something in me and I need to go now.
You know, 100% I'm going to try this.
Yeah, yes,
I'm like,
yes,
is your voice soothing my bowels?
Yeah,
Like,
it is. Very soothing voices.
so sort of bringing it back a little bit to, you know, the fact that you guys did win the Red Bull off the roof. I know that both of you have like stories about it. I think Damini, you had one as a teenager where you got to see the F-16s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you ever saw like off the
It
roof?
was
and
my
the tour bus?
first like legit gig that wasn't like, you know, like a singer-songwriter playing at a bar on a bar stool. Yeah, it was, oh my God, quite a life-changing experience. I think it happened at Richardson Crudas, that mill thingy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I saw the bus and I saw like 3 bands on it, Ganesh Talkies, F-16s, and I think 1 or 2 more that I can't recollect. But these 2 really left a huge impact on me. And I was like, whoa, what is going on? Also consumed a lot of Red Bull as a teenager to get through college. So really both points hit home quite hard.
Yeah. They're doing musicals, so this is great.
It was called Converse Rubber Tracks. Yes, that was the one.
Yeah. And I think you have a
I'm still
story
on the
Brecilla.
manifestation story.
Are you serious? Because your partner, I think he caught a T-shirt that Vishadadlani kind of chucked into the crowd.
Yes, and I wear it almost every second day now at home.
Yeah?
So I was like, we're gonna play here.
Yeah.
So that's why I say that I've been manifesting it.
I said, I'll
Bound to happen.
throw my chappal at you if you say I manifested this. No. My God. Be like, it was destiny. I was meant to wear the T-shirt. You know, till it was got holes everywhere.
Probably does.
Yeah.
But I think this, I mean, at least for me, I'm really excited about what Queendom has in store. Currently, what are your plans for 2024? Number 1, I know perform at Red Bull off the roof, but number 2,
I mean, like, there's a lot of plans in place. I think the most exciting one would be that we are going international.
Yes. We can't give more details than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you have to
okay.
be
No more
aware.
details than that.
Yeah.
But
why still getting a visa, huh? No.
I don't want to jinx
sorry.
anything.
I know, I get
My
it.
visa stories are not great ever.
Oh, no.
So please, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember this.
it's true.
Go back to episode 238 of Made in India and you'll find out the visa stories.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought like music would take me around the world. So a little bit of that will happen early next year. Pussy Talk's gonna come out. We're gonna put out hopefully 2 EPs.
Yeah.
In
Special
1
guests.
year. You're going to put 2 EPs?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm holding you so hard to this promise.
Yes, it's on camera
Yes.
now.
Now
Yeah,
it can't
guys,
be.
it's
Now
been
it can't,
recorded.
No kickbacks.
Yes.
You
No,
said no take.
no takebacks.
Last song for our session today by Queendom. What are you guys going to play?
Oh, we're playing Search for Meaning.
It's Queendom's only love song. In fact, our guitarist said that this didn't feel like a song that would come from Queendom.
Yes.
But again, people are multifaceted.
Yes.
So this is one facet of us. It's a
Yeah.
very gentle, sweet little.
Call it Pavam, no?
It's
Like
very palm, romba palm. Yes.
We wanted to dedicate it to a lot of people in our lives who are just so pure. And sometimes in the midst of all the things happening in the world, you sort of forget that, you know, what you're doing is inspiring a lot of people around you. And keep at it. Like, it's almost a story I want to tell someone if they're finding a hard time with maybe music. Then it's like, no, you're doing so well. Keep at it. There are people looking up to you. And at the same time, it's something that I think we wrote for ourselves to believe in that. So we say it out loud and we believe in it, and we sort of spread it to people we work with and the community we are trying to build.
And also just like protecting the very sensitive energy that runs through most of us artists, right? Whether that's protecting other people's energy or your own.
Yeah.
It is a hard one. And I think that's so beautiful that you're writing a song about something like that, because I've had so many moments where, you know, when you're doing something creative, you're never sure whether you're on the right path. Right. And there's an expectation that, like, subtly you kind of know there is you're like, okay, I have a vibe, but doesn't mean that I know whether it's right or not. Because I think a lot of these moments where you feel you're most vulnerable because you feel like you're putting a part of yourself out there that no one truly may understand, or how much you've gone through to get to that moment. And then even in that moment, you're like, oh my God, is this going to come out the way I really want it to? Because in your head also, you have a vision in which you want it to be represented. And you're like, am I actually doing it justice? I mean, the way your head spins.
Yes.
And then having like a solid person just say, you know what, like, let me give you a hug. You're going to be good. Just go up there and do your thing, and whatever happens. Even, like, that's another thing. Even if you make a boo-boo, it's okay. It's just a boo-boo. It's just a boo-boo.
Yes.
And most of the time, no one will even freaking notice but you.
True. It's true.
It's happened to me so many times where even if I've made a mistake, or I made it obvious that I made a mistake, or I hid it really well, but in my head it lives, right? And breathes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? People are watching you, and it's not that they're not paying attention. They are. But yeah, it's all these things. It's all the small things that blow up in your brain aren't actually sometimes the things that people truly notice.
Search for Meaning is about being that rock to your loved ones and to yourself.
Yes.
Aw, I love it. So, Search for Meaning by Queendom.
Do to make sure you are you, and the light you exude shines through. Warmth in the cold when I can't get a hold. Loneliness, it's hard in a crowd. Don't you feel some kind of way? Change, or will I remain? Yearning for a sign to keep searching for meaning. Will my cup overflow one day?
kind of way. Will I change or will I remain? Yearning for a sign to keep searching for meaning. Will my cup overflow one day?
मेड इन इंडिया आपका स्वागत है. प्लीज़ लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना दीजिए.